If evolution is true, does that mean God doesn't exist? And what does the theory of evolution actually teach? The theory of evolution is a model that explains how all plants, all animals, all life on Earth changes over time. Some people think the word theory in science means the same thing as when people use it in everyday colloquial speech. However, a scientific theory is a well-substantiated explanation of a body of facts. So a theory is not just a fact, but it is a body of many facts that explain something in the natural world. The theory of evolution is not just a guess, it is an explanation of the facts that is substantiated through empirical observation and testing. So where do humans fit in evolution? According to the theory of evolution, humans are not divorced from nature, but we are a part of nature and we are connected to all life on Earth. The theory of evolution doesn't teach that humans came from apes, but rather, humans are apes. However, Homo sapiens, humans, split from our common ancestors. This is called speciation. There is where we get different species of humans like Homo neanderthals. A population of Homo sapiens migrated from Africa and left their population of ancestors. So humans are apes, but because humans migrated into a different environment, they became so different from their ancestors, they could no longer breed with them, so they became a new species. Homo sapiens sapien. Does this disprove God? No. The theory of evolution in no way disproves God. It in no way invalidates the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus. However, the theory of evolution does disprove certain ideas about how God created the world. But there is not one scientific experiment that has ever been done or can be done on God.
Ron.
So this is something I discovered recently. It was written by Todd Wood, who self-identifies as a young Earth creationist. It was written about 10 years ago, so it's apparently old news to everybody except me. But here's what Todd Wood writes. Evolution is not a theory in crisis. It is not teetering on the verge of collapse. It has not failed as a scientific explanation. There is evidence for evolution, gobs and gobs of it. It is not just speculation or a faith choice or an assumption or a religion. It is a productive framework for lots of biological research, and it has amazing explanatory power. There is no conspiracy to hide the truth about the failure of evolution. There has really been no failure of evolution as a scientific theory. It works, and it works well. I say these things not because I'm crazy or because I converted to evolution. I say these things because they are true. I'm motivated this morning by reading yet another clueless, well-meaning person pompously declaring that evolution is a failure. People who say that are either unacquainted with the inner workings of science or unacquainted with the evidence for evolution. Technically, they could also be deluded or lying, but that seems rather uncharitable to say. Oops. Creationist students, listen to me very carefully. This is still Todd Wood talking. There is evidence for evolution, and evolution is an extremely successful scientific theory. That doesn't make it ultimately true, and it doesn't mean that there could not possibly be viable alternatives. It is my own faith choice to reject evolution because I believe the Bible reveals true information about the history of the earth that is fundamentally incompatible with evolution. I am motivated to understand God's creation from what I believe to be a biblical creationist perspective. Evolution itself is not flawed or without evidence. Please don't be duped into thinking that somehow evolution itself is a failure. Please don't idolize your own ability to reason. Faith is enough. If God said it, that should settle it. Maybe that's not enough for your scoffing professor or your non-Christian friends, but it should be enough for you.
Many people reject evolution because it goes against their idea of God or the Bible. But as explained on this channel, the creation story is not trying to explain how the world was scientifically made. The Genesis creation story is pre-scientific, about a flat earth with windows in the sky, throwing shots against the other gods. If you like this video, be sure to get the books in my bio, Secrets of the Bible, from the East. These books will explain how we should look at Genesis, the Bible, Adam and Eve in its cultural context, how Christians can affirm Jesus as Lord while also accepting that the Adam and Eve story is not an account of history. The Adam and Eve account is a creative retelling of the story of Israel. So definitely check out those books if you want to know more. And be sure to subscribe. You can be a Christian and accept science.